Imagine a home so secure that even standing outside it feels like approaching a secret military base. A home where steel walls breathe, cameras blink like eyes, and hidden sensors watch your every step. A home where a single wrong move can trigger alarms deep underground. Some of these places look ordinary, others look like fortresses carved into mountains. But all of them share one terrifying truth: they are almost impossible to break into. From billionaires hiding in the hills to world leaders sleeping above bomb-proof bunkers, these homes are wrapped in layers of technology the public rarely sees. And tonight, you're stepping inside their world. But be warned, once you enter, there is no turning back. One, the Corby family fortress, London. Deep in the quiet suburbs of London stands a home that looks ordinary at first glance. But behind its glass walls and sleek design lies a labyrinth of vault-level security. Pressure sensors under every floor detect footsteps by weight and temperature. Walls are reinforced with steel mesh capable of stopping high-caliber rounds. Even the windows are ballistic, able to withstand explosions within a 5-meter radius. Entry is possible only through a biometric airlock chamber, scanning vein patterns. Inside, the house is monitored by a private AI network that predicts suspicious behavior. Doors auto-seal. If the system detects threats outside, every room has an escape hatch that leads to a panic corridor deep underground. Security teams monitor the home 24/7 from a separate location miles away. It's more than a home, it's a modern fortress hidden in plain sight. If a normal house gives comfort, this one gives absolute control. Would you ever feel relaxed living in a place that watches everything? Because this home proves safety can come at the price of constant surveillance. And yet, compared to the next home, this is only the beginning. 2. Bill Gates' Xanadu 2.0, Washington. Sitting beside Lake Washington lies Xanadu 2.0, one of the most digitally guarded homes ever built. The moment you step inside, microchips track your temperature, heartbeat, and movements. Walls shift lighting automatically to match your mood, scanning emotional patterns. Guests wear tags that control which doors they can open. Even the floors are embedded with pressure mapping grids. The home uses underwater sonar systems to secure the shoreline. Armed patrol boats circle at night, silent and invisible in the fog. A climate-controlled bunker sits below, built to withstand earthquakes and EMP attacks. The entire property is governed by layers of encrypted networks. Every window is a display screen projecting real-time analytics of the surroundings. Security teams operate around the clock from 2 separate underground centers. No drone, no intruder, not even wildlife enters without being tagged and traced. The future lives here, but does the future feel too controlled? Technology becomes the guard, who becomes the prisoner. Next, we travel to a home where nature itself becomes part of the defense. 3. The Rothschild Estate, France. Hidden within acres of dense private forest, sits a mansion few have seen, and even fewer have entered. The estate is surrounded by natural moats, cliffs, and thick wilderness. Before reaching the home, visitors pass through 5 checkpoints staffed by armed guards. Thermal detection towers scan the forest canopy for movement at all hours. The roads leading in are booby-trapped with retractable barriers and spike systems. Below the mansion lies a bunker network rumored to stretch the length of the forest. Cameras disguised as stones monitor wildlife and humans alike. Even birds can trigger silent alarms if they break infrared beams. The estate's private security operates with military precision. Escort vehicles patrol the woods, their engines whispering through the trees. It feels less like a home and more like a kingdom. Would you dare wander into a forest where even the branches are watching you? Inside this world, secrecy is the strongest shield. But the next home shows what happens when you mix secrecy with political power. Prepare to enter a fortress built for a president. 4. The White House Residential Wing, USA. Beneath America's most iconic building lies a hidden world. Multiple sublevels stretch into the earth like veins of a secret organism. The residential floors above are protected by blast doors weighing several tons. Sensors inside the walls detect chemical or biological threats instantly. Armed guards patrol every hallway, stairway, and rooftop corner. Laser sensors watch every inch of the perimeter outside. A secure elevator links the president's bedroom directly to a nuclear command center. The windows are bulletproof and pressure sealed. Fire is nearly impossible here. Every room has its own suppression system. The air is filtered through military-grade purification units. Even the furniture is strategically arranged to provide protection. This is a home where safety outweighs comfort. But what happens when a building meant for public symbolism becomes a fortress? The next home takes that idea even further, where the entire structure is built to survive the end of the world. 5. Survival condo. Kansas, once a nuclear missile silo, now a luxury bunker like nothing on Earth. 8 stories deep, built from reinforced concrete strong enough to survive direct blasts. Families live inside penthouse units buried under the soil. Artificial lakes glow blue under lead skies. Shops, gyms, cinemas, and hydroponic farms run with zero external support. Armed guards protect the surface while drones monitor the skies above. Multiple blast doors seal the entire community underground. Fingerprint, iris, and voice scanners control movement everywhere inside. If the world ended, residents could live here for 5 years without leaving. The silence underground feels both peaceful and terrifying. Would you choose a bunker life if danger walked the earth above? Inside these walls, humanity creates its own world. But our next home is the opposite, built in open light, yet nearly impossible to approach. Prepare for private island security on a level few can imagine. 6. Larry Ellison's Japanese Fortress Island, a billionaire, bought an entire Hawaiian island and turned sections of it into his own private realm. The property is protected by shoreline sensors buried under the sand. Drones patrol the skies like silent hawks. Motion detectors cover hiking trails leading anywhere near the residence. The home itself is built like a Japanese palace with hidden steel framing. Cameras hide within lanterns, rocks, and wooden beams. Guard teams use ATVs to move across the island quickly. Every approaching boat is scanned long before reaching the shore. Even the ocean currents are studied to detect unusual disturbances. Guests must pass multiple ID checks before entering. The calm island beauty hides a fortress designed for absolute privacy. What does isolation feel like when the whole island becomes your home? A place where silence protects you more than walls. Next, we travel to a house where technology turns a mountain into armor. 7. The Swiss Alps anti-intrusion villa. This home sits carved into a mountain disappearing into stone. From the outside, you see almost nothing, just slopes and snow. But one button press reveals sliding glass shields rising from the ground. The villa is protected by motion lasers invisible to the human eye. Walls can seal in less than 2 seconds during a threat. The entire home is a bunker disguised as art. Thermal cameras scan the mountainside for intruders or wildlife. A 360-degree rotating surveillance dome sits hidden under rock panels. Even helicopters must request clearance long before approaching. Inside, the home feels warm, bright, and calm, a contrast to its armor. Would you feel safer living inside a mountain or trapped? Because here nature itself forms the first defense, but our next destination takes us underwater. To a home guarded by pressure, isolation, and silent seas. 8. Poseidon's Deep Sea Residence, a futuristic underwater home accessible only by submarine, surrounded by coral reefs guarded naturally by ocean depth. The thick acrylic walls are stronger than steel, designed to hold massive pressure. Marine sensors track every creature and movement around the structure. Any approaching vessel triggers a chain of alarms. The home uses sonar to see underwater threats in 360 degrees. Inside, soft blue lights mimic the calm of shallow water. Emergency escape pods stand ready in case of danger. Oxygen systems, power supplies, and desalination units make the home self-sustaining. Living here is like floating inside another world. Would the silence soothe you or make your heart race? Because beneath the waves, safety feels different. Our next home returns to the surface, but stays surrounded by armed presence. A mega mansion built for a billionaire who trusts no one. 9. Mukesh Ambani's Antilia, Mumbai, standing 27 stories tall. Antilia is a towering private fortress. Over 600 staff work inside, including former Special Forces personnel. The garage alone has security stronger than many embassies. Multiple panic rooms are hidden across the floors. The main entrance uses identity scanners and facial recognition. Every level has separate oxygen supplies and emergency lockdown systems. The entire building is monitored by AI cameras analyzing behavior patterns. Bulletproof glass, pressure-sealed doors, and blast-proof floors complete the defense. Armed guards patrol the perimeter day and night. Helipads atop the roof form the fastest escape route. This mansion feels like a vertical city built for safety. If luxury becomes a fortress, does comfort lose its meaning? As we leave this skyscraper, our final home awaits one of the most mysterious residences ever built. 10. The unknown billionaires' desert fortress, UAE, in the middle of endless golden dunes, stands a home few know exists. Satellite images show nothing but sand until you zoom in close. A rectangular structure built from black stone rises like a monolith. The desert around it is lined with hidden seismic sensors. Approaching vehicles are tracked from miles away. Drone detection systems shoot intruding drones out of the sky. The windows are one-way mirrored armor glass. Inside lies a luxurious oasis powered entirely by solar fields. A deep underground chamber serves as the owner's escape bunker. Air is purified, water recycled, and heat controlled with precision. The desert becomes both a barrier and a warning. What kind of life requires hiding in a place where no one can reach you? Here ends our journey through the world's most guarded homes. Homes where safety is everything and freedom feels optional. Around the world, homes are no longer just places to live. They're fortresses built against fear. Every doorway becomes a checkpoint. Every window a shield. And behind these walls live people who value security more than sunlight, silence more than freedom. But what about you? Do you feel safer inside these guarded worlds or trapped by their perfection? Which home stunned you the most? The underwater haven, the mountain villa, or the desert fortress? Tell me in the comments. Your voice builds this journey, and your curiosity shapes the next adventure. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe because the world is full of secrets. And together, we're going to uncover every one of them. The next destination is waiting, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.